Dear students and test takers, welcome back to my Grammar for Success channel. I am Koresh Babu, a retired lecturer in English from Hyderabad. In today's video, I am going to teach you about the correction of sentences in pronouns part 1. And you know very well, this grammatical aspect is very important for all your competitive examinations. And therefore, I request all of you to watch this video till the end without skipping it in the middle. If at all you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if possible, please share it with your near and dear ones also. And now let's get into the video without wasting our precious time. Okay, here the rule 1 is there. Rule 1. What is the rule 1? The pronouns myself, yourself, herself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, themselves. See, these are all self pronouns. Okay, grammatical name of them is compound personal pronouns. Okay, compound personal pronouns is their grammatical name, and this is their general name pronouns. See, the rule says that they should not be used in the place of subjective case and objective case. This is very important. That means, these self pronouns should never be used in the place of the subject or in the place of the object. So what happens in the spotting error questions or in the examination? These self pronouns will be given in the either in the subject place or in the object place, only to confuse you. And that's why, yes, you have to keep this point in mind, and you should immediately remember that self pronouns will never be used in the place of the subject and in the place of the object. How? Let us see them in the examples. Here you see that herself is going to college on foot. So here what is that? Herself is there. In the place of the subject, the head of the sentence is always the subject. Okay. In the place of the subject, herself is used. So using a self pronoun in the place of the subject is a mistake. And that's why, what should we do? We have to say she. Instead of herself, we have to say she is going to college on foot. So this is how we have to rectify the sentence, right? And now you go to the next example. Rakesh and myself have distributed the chocolates. So here Rakesh and myself, in the place of the subject, again, say a self pronoun is used. So using a self pronoun in the place of the subject is a mistake. Okay, right, is a wrong thing. So you have to say Rakesh and I have distributed the chocolates. So you go to the third example. These new clothes are for Mohan and myself. Here, this Mohan and myself. This myself, this self pronoun is used in the place of the object after the verb. Okay, and it should not be so. What should be there? So here you see that these new clothes are for Mohan and me. So that is there. And one more example is there. They always help and support herself. They always help and support herself. So here, this in the place of the object, herself is used. We should never use a self pronoun in the place of the subject. What should we use? We have to say they always help and support her. So in this way, these self pronouns, the first rule says, what is that? The self pronouns should not be used in the place of the subject and in the place of the object. Keep this point in the mind, right? Rule 2, the sentence beginning with the indefinite pronoun one must be followed by one or ones, but not by his or her or he or she. This is very important. He or she. Okay, his or her, he or she. That means the sentence beginning with one. One does not mean number one, not that one. One means one person or one place or one thing. It is an indefinite pronoun. Okay. In my earlier video titled Pronoun and Kinds of Pronouns, I have detailed all these things, all about the indefinite pronouns. Please watch this video if at all you have not watched it. Okay, pronoun and kinds of pronouns. Please watch that video and you will find all these things there. And this one is an indefinite pronoun. Okay, after this, there must be only one or ones, but not his or her or he or she. Keep this point in mind. And against this, you can say a rule, they give what is that? Sentences in the examination only to confuse you, right? How? Okay, one should love his country. See, after one, what is given, sir? Yes, his is given. His. No, I have already told you, after the sentence beginning with one, there should not be either his or her, either he or she. Okay, here his is used. Then why is it a mistake? Why is it a wrong sentence? Why is it grammatical incorrect? Means one should love his country means one should love somebody else's country. That means somebody's country. Why should I love somebody's country? So that's the meaning here. One should love his country means somebody's country. Why should I love somebody's country? I should love my own country. That is there. You should love your own country. He should love his own country. So here, this meaning, is something different. That's why we should not. We should avoid this. What should we say then? Here you see that one should love one's country. If you say that, now it means you should love. One should love one's country means we should love our own country. That is the meaning it conveys. And therefore, this is a wrong sentence. This is the right one. Right. Let's go to the next example. One should respect her teachers. Yes, after the sentence beginning with one, there should not be her, his or her. So this is wrong. What should we use? Once. One is always followed by once. Once teachers. That means, what is the meaning of the first sentence? One should respect her teachers means, it means I should respect her teachers, not my teachers. This gives that kind of meaning. That's not acceptable. Okay, but here you see this, one should respect one's teachers means I should respect my own teachers. The meaning of this. And the meaning of this, I should respect others, somebody's teachers, her teachers, something like that. So we don't accept this. This is acceptable. Yes, right. We go to the next one. One must exert his best efforts if he wishes to succeed. I have already told you, when the sentence begins with one, the indefinite or pronoun, what is that? Yes, there should not be his or her. There should not be he or she. So both of them are given. That's why we have to correct them. One must exert. Instead of his, we have to use once. Instead of he, we have to use one. One must exert one's best efforts if one wishes to succeed. That is the right one. And here, what is that? And one should be careful about what he says. Okay. After one, the sentence is beginning with one, and here again he is used. It should not be correct. Okay, what should we do then? Okay, one should be careful about what one says. Okay, it is here it is gone there. So one says, this should be there. Now the sentence is, that means I must be careful about what I say. You must be careful about what you say. So here, but it gives another meaning. One should be careful about what he says. That means I should be careful about what he says. No. How can I be careful about what he says? That is a meaningless statement. That's why here this is the right one. One should be careful about what one says. That means I should be careful about what I say. That is the. So in this way, the sentence beginning with one, the indefinite pronoun, there must be only one or ones, but not his or her or he or she. Please keep this rule in mind. It's a very, very important rule from any competitive examination point of view. Keep this very, very important. Okay, right. Rule 3 is there. What is that? Sentences beginning with each, every, anyone, anybody, everyone, everybody are not followed by one or ones, okay, but by his or her. Look at that. One is not followed by his or her, and it follows only one or ones. That rule is the second rule. Okay. Here the rule is different. What is that? Each, every, anyone, anybody, everyone, everybody. These are also pronouns. These pronouns are not followed by one or ones, but his or her. That's important. So in the examination, what happens? The examiner or the test giver will give these things to confuse you, but you correct them by using these pronouns. Okay. How? Let me give you some examples to make you understand. Every girl carried one's own bat to the playground. Every girl. The sentence is beginning with every girl. Okay, and here once is used. No, every is not followed by what is that once. It is followed by, here it is girls, therefore her bat. Every girl carried her own bat. That is there. Right. And then comes each boy has spoken according to one's turn. So each boy, here the sentence is beginning with each. Okay. And we have used here, here once is used, so it is wrong. After each, every, only his or her should be used and not one or once. Okay, each, what should be there? It's boy, therefore his turn. Okay, what should be there? Each boy has spoken according to his turn, that is there. And then comes everybody, okay, came to the class wearing one's uniform. So the sentence is beginning with everybody. So when the sentence begins with everybody, there should not be one or once. So here it is given wrong. Then what should be there? Okay, everybody came to the class wearing her uniform. Because nowhere it is mentioned the sex of the person, everybody, sex, everybody came to the class wearing her uniform. Okay, yes, everyone should take care of one's health. So the sentence is beginning with one, and here once is used wrong. So we should say everyone should take care of his health. Everyone, you think of everyone to be a male, okay, a male person. Here everybody, you think of everybody to be a female person. If you think it is female, you use her. If you think it is male, you use his. That's all. Okay, that depends all on your mind. This fourth rule is that don't use each other or one another instead of one another. So you see, each other means, okay, if each other is used for two persons, okay, one another is used for more than two persons, more than two. Okay, each other is used for, each other means this man for that man for this man, each other. Okay, okay, each other is used with two persons or two things or two, what is that, anything two. But one another is used with more than two persons or two person things or two animals or whatever is anything more than two. Okay, two places, whatever it is used with two, it is used with more than two. That's all. And now I'll give you the two rivals. Here the rivals means competitors. What are they? They are two in number, but hated. Here one another is given. One another is used when there are more than two persons or two places or two things. Okay, but here two rivals are there, but one another is used. It is wrong, and therefore to correct it, what should we say? The two rivals hated each other. Okay, the two rivals hated each other, right? And here, what is that? The two girls quarreled with one another. Here the girls are two in number, and one another is used. No, immediately remember, one another is always used with more than two persons or two things or two places. So here it is wrongly used. You can easily understand that. And now the two girls quarrel with each other, right? And so in the examination, what happens? In the place of each other, they give you one another, and in the place of one another, they give you each other. So in that way, they give a wrong sentence and confuse you. Okay, here you see this: the Pandavas helped and supported each other. How many Pandavas are there? 5 in number, 5 persons. No, they helped and supported. You cannot say each other, because each other is used only with two persons, two places, two things. But here you have to say, therefore, what is that? The Pandavas helped and supported one another. Right? And you go to the last example. We the Indians should love and respect each other. How many Indians are there? Are we only two? No, more than 140 crore. Okay, crores of people. So that's why we the Indians should love and respect each other is wrong. What should we do? We have to say, what is that? We the Indians should love and respect one another. So it's like that. Rule 5 is there. The pronouns each of, either of, neither of, none of, anyone of, any of, anyone of, these are the singular pronouns. Look at them. Please keep all these pronouns in mind. These are all each of, either of, neither of, none of, anyone of, any of, anyone of, are all singular pronouns. As such, since they are singular, they follow only a singular verb after them. After these pronouns, only a singular, because they are singular pronouns. Singular pronouns take a singular verb. In the entire English language, there is a broad rule. What is that rule? Beside the singular subject, there must be used only singular verb. Beside the, what is the plural subject, there must be used the plural verb. So, singular subject, singular verb. Plural subject, plural verb. That is the broad rule throughout the English language. So same thing, these are all singular. So singular verb must be used after them. But in the examination, what happens? They give you a plural verb. That is the point. Okay, right. Each of the boys are running for the boy. So each of, what is that? Each of is a singular pronoun. After this, there should not be used plural verb. What should be there? Here, why this mistake takes place means most of the students think of the immediately before, no, immediately preceding noun. What is the immediately preceding noun? Boys. Boys is in the plural number. That's why they think, or is correct. That's why, several times this was given in the examination. So each of the boys. They don't think the subject of the sentence is each of. They think that the subject of the sentence is boys. Boys is the subject, they think. That's why boys is plural and helping verb is also plural. Verb is also plural. They think in that way. But actually, this is the subject, not this is the subject. You are taking one. Each of the boys. Of the boys, you are taking one. Each of the boys is, you have to say. And that's why don't follow this, don't follow only this, Each of the boys is running for the ball, right? And then comes, what is that? None of is also there. None of the students have scored. None of is a singular pronoun, therefore plural verb is used. Very well. Of the helping verbs, let me give you, keep this point in mind. Singular, okay, plural, okay. What is that? What are the, very important, am, is. These two are singular helping verbs. The plural one is are. Was is singular, were is plural. Has is singular, have is plural. Okay, this is there. Okay, please keep this point in mind, because other helping verbs are there. They are both singular and plural, and therefore no problem with those helping verbs. The problem is only with these helping verbs. Am is singular helping verbs, plural is are. Was singular, were plural. Has singular, have plural. So be careful with these pronouns. In the examination, they give sentences only with them, not with others, because they are both singular and plural. That's why they give sentences only with these helping verbs, right? Keep it in mind. And that's when have is given. After none of is singular, therefore singular helping verb must be there. What is the singular helping verb of have? Has. So that's my has must be there. None of the students has scored. None of the students has scored. And neither of the teachers have been promoted. Neither of is also a singular pronoun, and therefore have been is wrong to use. Okay, yes, but don't take this is the subject, this is the subject. Why this kind of mistake taking place means because they take, most of the students think of these teachers. No, when the sentences begin with each of, either of, neither of, any of, okay, any one of, such things, you must think, the sentence is big when the beginning, they're all singular, and therefore only a singular verb must be used. Okay, here also neither of the teachers has been promoted. Okay, that. Some more examples are given here. Either of the girls, okay, either of is used. Either of is a singular pronoun. So after the singular pronoun, there should not be a plural one. Of singular subject, singular verb or helping verb. Plural subject, plural helping verb or plural verb. Okay. Either of the girls have to pay for it. Okay, that's wrong. Either of the girls has to pay. Don't say have to pay, but has to pay. That's that. And none of, again, none of is given. None of is always singular, and therefore were well known is given. None of his poems were well known. So here, say none of his poems was well known. The singular of the helping verb were is was. The singular of the helping verb have is has, like that. Right. And the last example is given here. Any one of the servants are to be blamed for that. Any one of the servants are to be blamed for that. Any one of is singular subject. So singular verb must be there after that. Any one of the servants is to be blamed. Please, this is a very, very important rule from the examination point of view, competitive examination point of view. And therefore, please watch this again and again so that you can keep this in your mind. Okay, right. Rule 6 is there. When two or more singular nouns are joined by and, they are followed by a plural verb and plural pronoun. When two or more singular nouns, okay, how? Let us see that here. Rakesh and Hari, singular noun, they are joined by and. Rakesh and Hari, they are two persons. Okay, when there are two, plural verb must be used. But in the examination, whatever they give a singular verb. Okay, Rakesh and Hari has completed his project. Plural. What is that? Pronoun must be used, but here singular pronoun is used. Singular verb, singular pronoun. So whatever is said in the rule, against that rule, the sentences will be given in the examination. In the exam, the rule says when two or more singular nouns are joined by and, a plural verb and plural pronoun must be used after them. Okay, but in the examination, what happens? After the when these two nouns are connected by and, they use a singular verb and singular pronoun. So this is against the rule. Okay, but they give if they give like that only, you can correct it. Otherwise, if he gives all the sentences correctly, okay, there is no meaning at all in giving all the sentences correctly, because what job do you have to do there? No, you have nothing to do there. That's why now it's like that. Rakesh and Hari, these are the two persons, have completed their project. Don't say has completed his project. Okay, you go to the last example. Sheila and Leela is late for her work in the bank. Sheila and Leela, these two persons are joined by and. Noun 1, noun 2, two singular nouns are joined by. Is late. Don't say when there are two persons, means this is plural subject. Plural subject means automatically plural verb must be there. Okay, but here singular verb is there. That's wrong. Okay, here see Sheila and Leela are late. For their work. Here for her work is there, for their work. So here in this way, when two or more singular nouns are joined by and, no, there must be used the plural verb and plural, what is that? A pronoun, but not singular verb and singular pronoun. Rule 7. When two singular nouns are joined by and refer to the same person or thing, both the verb and the pronoun should be in singular number. This is very important from the examination point of view. Which is that? When two singular nouns are joined by and those two singular nouns are, if at all they are referring to one person or one thing, then the verb must be in the singular number and the pronoun must also be in the singular number. Okay, and this is what he says. Okay, the verb and the pronoun must be in the singular number. Right. How? The secretary and correspondent. Here, secretary and correspondent, not separate. They are only one. This is the secretary, this is the correspondent. Okay, one person is there. Therefore, the subject is only one person. After the one person, subject is when singular, the singular verb must be used automatically. It's so simple. The secretary and the correspondent, these two are not separate, but they are only one person. That's why you have to use only is, but not are. Okay. The secretary and correspondent is negligent of duty. And the second example, the principal and lecturer have not put their signature on the notice. Principal and lecturer, this is only one person. This is the principal, this is the lecturer, only one person. One person means singular subject. Singular subject means singular verb. Rule is there. See, besides singular subject, singular verb must be there. Beside the plural subject, plural verb must be there. But this is the basic rule throughout the English language. Okay, principal and lecturer have is given wrong. Okay, what is that? What should it be? It should be has. Okay, it should be has. Has not put there is used. No, you have to say his. Okay, here also what is that? There is used. No. Singular verb and singular pronoun. In the examination, what happens? Plural verb and plural pronoun will be given. So in the second example also, plural verb, plural pronoun is given. You have to change them into singular verb and singular pronoun. That's what you have to do. Other examples also there. Let us see them. My uncle and guardian. These are not the two separate persons, but only one person. Do not resign. What is that? Their job next week. Here, do not is there. Yes, what happens? Do not is what? A plural verb. It is a plural verb. Okay, singular means any verb. To make any verb into singular, you must add base form verb. BV means base form verb. If you add yes to that, that becomes a singular, what is that? Verb. Please, you know that very well. For example, play is there. Okay, if you add yes to that, it becomes play, singular. Yes, drink is there. Drink, what is that? If you add yes to that, okay, it becomes drinks. Yes, eat, eats. Yes, sleep, sleeps. Okay, if you add yes to the main verb, that becomes what? A singular main verb. Okay, this is about the main verbs. Sometimes what happens, you have to add es also. For example, yes, go is there. Go. If you add es, what happens? It becomes singular. Do is plural, and if you add es to that, does is singular. So go is plural, goes is singular. So like this, if you add yes or es to the main verb, base form verb, that becomes a singular verb. This is about the main verbs I'm talking. About the helping verbs, you know very well. Am is singular, are is plural, was is singular, were is plural, has is singular, have is plural. That is about the helping verbs. I'm talking about the main verbs. So if you add yes or es, that main verb becomes singular. Okay, here now let us see that. Here the problem is, what is that? Here do not is used. Do not. So to change this into what should does not. Do is plural, does is singular. Because this is the singular subject, only one person. One person means one subject. One subject means singular subject. Singular subject means singular verb must be there. Therefore, my uncle and guardian does not resign his job. You cannot say their job like that. That's why here the sentence is also like this. My uncle and a guardian does not resign his job. Right. And one more example. The director and hero. Director and hero both are one, not separate. Okay. Director is this person, hero is the same person. So were convinced is good. When this is one person means one subject. One subject means automatically there must be singular verb. But here singular helping verb must be there. But here is used were. And here singular pronoun must be used. But here plural pronoun is used. Okay. Here also plural pronoun. Come on, let us do that. The director and hero was convinced. Were convinced is wrong. Was convinced that their fans, that his fans would enjoy his movie. His fans would enjoy his movie. His. So in this way, what is that? Okay, this is the rule. When two singular nouns joined by and, but referring to one person or one thing, yes, what is that? The verb must be in the singular and the pronoun must also be in the singular. This is the rule, very important. And rule 8 is there. But when two singular nouns are joined by and refer to two different persons or things, both the verb and the pronoun should be plural. Very, very important from the examination point of view. Okay, when the two singular nouns are joined by and, but referring to two different persons, then the verb must be in the plural and the pronoun must also be in the plural. This is the rule, very, very, very important from your competitive examinations point of view. Several times a question was framed on this, questions were framed on this rule. That's why please be careful and learn it very clearly. So here the same examples I would like to give you to make you understand. So the secretary and the correspondent. See here, when two singular nouns are joined by two and refer to two different persons, what happens? You must use the definite article before the each noun. The secretary and the correspondent. This is very important. You have to use the definite article before each noun. Okay, each noun. The secretary and the correspondent. How many persons are there? The secretary one person and the correspondent one person. Therefore, here when two persons are there means this is a plural subject. When plural subject is there, automatically there should be plural verb and plural, what is that? Pronoun. But here singular is against this rule, they will give the sentences. Okay. Is wrong, is wrong. What should be the right one then? What is that? Yes. The secretary and the correspondent are, yes, what is that? Are plural is his duty is not correct. Their duty. And similarly, this next in the principal and the lecturer has not put his signature on the. The principal and the lecturer. So here the principal is separate and this, because you have used the definite article separately. This is making them separate. The principal separate, the lecturer separate. So there are two persons in this. That is means plural subject. Plural subject must be followed by a plural verb. Main verb or helping verb, that must be plural. But here helping verb is in the singular. And pronoun is also in the singular. That should be turned into the plural ones. Okay. So the principal and the lecturer have. The plural of has is have. The plural of is are. You know that very well. And his signature means their signatures on the notice. Okay. Other examples are there. My uncle and the guardian. My uncle and the guardian. So here, this is one person, this is one person. The uncle and the guardian. Yes, here does not sign his job. Does not is there. If you remove yes or es from the verb, that becomes plural. Do not as his means it becomes their. Okay, so that's why my uncle is separate, the guardian separate, do not resign their job next week. Okay, my uncle and the guardian do not resign their job next week. Okay, and the director and the hero. So here the director, the hero. Yes, when there are two separate persons, the definite article must be used before each one, each noun. That's why the director is separate and the hero is separate. Two persons are there. Two persons means what is that? Plural verb, plural subject. Plural subject means plural verb must be there. But here only given what is that? Singular verb. Okay, and singular pronoun also is given. Right, now what should be the right one here? The director and the hero were convinced, and that their, his fans, you should not say, instead of his you should say their, their movie would enjoy their movie, their fans would enjoy their movie, because these two are separate. Rule 9 is there. When two singular nouns are joined by and preceded by each and every, both the verb and the pronoun must be singular. So when two nouns are joined by and but preceded by each and every, yes, the verb must be singular, the pronoun must also be singular. Please, this is also a very, very important rule. Okay, almost all these rules are very, very important from the examination point of view, but here this is more important than others. Okay, when two singular nouns are joined by and preceded by each and every, here how, let us see. Every soldier and every sailor. Soldier is a noun, sailor is a noun. These two nouns are joined by and before sailor every is there, before soldier is every, they are preceded by every. Okay, now there must be a singular helping verb, singular main verb or singular helping verb, but here it is given plural helping verb. It's wrong. What should we use? Was. And their place, you should not say their place, his you have to say, but here that is wrongly given. So anyway, what the rule says, against that rule the questions are framed in the examination. Remember that. Okay, and every soldier and every sailor was in his place. Right, similarly all this, every officer and every employee have done their. Okay, every officer, okay, every employee, have should not be used. Okay, you have to use has done his job, okay, honestly. And one more, each teacher and each student have cast their oaths. So each, this is a noun, preceded by each, this is a noun preceded by each, and these two things are there. Now when that is the case, the verb must be in the singular. Okay, it's very, very important. And okay, each teacher and each student has cast, not have cast, his oath, not their oath, but his oath. So this is very, very important from the examination point of view. I have prepared 4 videos. Okay, correction of sentence in pronouns, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. All these videos are very, very, very important, and you are going to get all of them very shortly. Please watch all of them carefully. Okay, right. 10th one, two or more singular nouns joined by or either or neither nor, both the verb and the pronouns must be singular. Okay, when two singular nouns are joined by or, either or, neither nor, the verb must be in the singular number and the pronoun must also be in the singular number. Please, this is also a very, very important one. Please, the entire part 1 video is very important. I already have told you, I have made 4 parts, correction of sentences in pronouns, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. All these parts are very, very important for all your competitive examinations. Here you see that, Rakesh or Hari, we are joining these two nouns with or. Okay, or is a conjunction, Rakesh or Hari. Then when these two nouns are connected by or, the verb must be in the singular. Okay, what is the singular of or? Is. Okay, ready to offer. Instead of their, what should be there? His. Okay, Rakesh or Hari are ready to offer his help to the poor. So the same must be there. Rakesh or Hari is ready to help his poor. Okay, in the next example, either Sheila or Leela. Here we are connecting these two nouns. This is a noun, this is a noun. We are connecting them with either or. So there must be singular helping verb or main verb and singular pronoun. But here they are given plural ones. What is that? Here you see that either or, has forgotten to take a parasol with her. With her. Parasol means an umbrella. Parasol. Nowadays, it is drizzling all over this area. So all over Hyderabad. So what is that? People are coming out with their umbrellas. Parasol also means umbrella. It's a small umbrella. Okay, stylish umbrella. Some more examples are given here. Neither Gopi nor. Here Gopi is noun, Ravi is noun. They are connected by neither or nor. So here there should be singular verb, but here is given plural. A singular helping verb of have, has. So has done should be there. And here instead of there must be his. Okay, right. So the same one is there. Gopi, neither Gopi nor Ravi has done his homework. Right. And is either Lata or Sunita are supposed to help their neighbor. Okay, here either Lata and Sunita, these two are connected by either or. Okay, Lata is a noun and Sunita is a noun. It's like that. And here it is supposed to be is, and here it is supposed to be her, because we are talking about Lata and Sunita female. That's why her. It is males. That's why his. Okay, whatever it is, according to the context only we have to use his or her. Right. And either Lata or Sunita is supposed to help her neighbor. Rule 11. When a singular and plural noun are joined by or, nor, either or, neither, nor, both the verb and the pronoun must be in the plural. So here, this is a very, very important one. Again, very, very important. Okay, triple star mark is given here. Okay, when a singular and plural. So when a singular and plural, connecting, two singular nouns with these things, just now we have learnt in the rule number 10. Okay. And in the rule number 11, what is that? Here it says, a singular noun and a plural number. You are connecting a singular number, a singular noun and plural noun. You are connecting these two with or, nor, or either or, neither, nor. Then the verb must be plural and the pronoun must also be in the plural. How? You see that? Either the principal, singular noun, or his staff members, plural noun. So you are connecting the singular noun and plural noun with either or. When that is the case, if both are in singular number, there should be a singular verb. That's okay. But here, one is singular, one is in the plural. Okay. First one is singular number in singular, the second one is in plural. So when that is the case, you must use the plural verb here. What is the plural verb of has? Have is that. This is the helping verb. What is the plural of has? Have. So have failed must be there. Here, okay, right. And that's why here is either the principal or his staff member have failed to attend the collector's meeting. One more example. Neither the leader nor his followers. So leader is singular noun and next one is plural noun. You are connecting both of them with neither nor. Then here that should not be singular verb, singular helping verb, but it should be plural verb or plural helping verb. So has taken is used. Therefore, it should be, what is that? Have taken. Okay, right. Neither the leader nor his follower have taken. Okay, there. His luggage is there, but here his is turned into there. Okay. Other examples are given here. Either Ravi or his friends. So Ravi is singular noun and this is plural noun. Okay, you are connecting both of them with either or. Okay, now there must be plural helping verb and plural what is that, pronoun. Plural helping verb or plural helping verb or main verb, you can call them verb only. Plural verb and plural help pronoun. But here singular is given. Has missed singular one. Singular verb is given. Singular, what is that? Pronoun is used. This is wrong. You have to change it like this. What should we do? Either Ravi or his friends have missed their bus. Don't say has missed his bus, but have missed their bus. Okay. And neither Shirisha nor her cousins is bringing her phones to the picnic. Neither Shirisha. This is a singular noun and this is plural noun. See, when you are joining one singular noun and one plural noun, first of all, there must be a singular noun, then only the plural noun. It should not be otherwise. First plural noun, then singular noun. Never, never. This is not the position, please. In the English language, that is the correct position. First you must use the singular noun, then only plural noun. Okay, please keep this point in mind. And always the plural noun must be after the singular noun. Okay, neither Sirisha nor her cousins is bringing. Wrong. What should we do? What is that? Neither Sirisha nor are bringing. Her phones are given. Their phones, you have to say. So in this way, this is a very, very important rule from your examination point of view. Right. Rule 12. When two things which have been already mentioned or referred to, this refers to the thing last mentioned and that refers to the thing first mentioned. When two things are mentioned, first of all, and to mention them again, This is used to mention the last one. That is used to mention the first one. But in the examination, that is given otherwise. Otherwise. Virtue and vice. See the order: virtue first, vice next. Offer themselves for your choice. And this vice, this leads to, this means what? First vice. This always refers to the thing last mentioned. And that always mentions the first thing mentioned first. Thing mentioned last, thing mentioned first. So this is used for the thing mentioned last, and that is used for the thing mentioned first. Okay. This leads to misery. This means what? Vice. That means virtue leads to happiness. Please, this is very important. And one more example is given: alcohol and tobacco are both injurious to health. Okay, we are talking about alcohol, number one, tobacco, number two. And this means what? This one. This always refers to this last mentioned one, and that always mentioned the first mentioned one. This perhaps is less injurious than that. That means this is, no, he says this perhaps is less injurious than that. Now I'll give you one example, wrong sentence I'll give you. Here, see, Titan and Guess are excellent watches. You know very well, Titan is an excellent watch, and Guess is also an excellent watch. This is less expensive than that. And this means here Titan. What is that? So he is, this, he's using, for this. And that for Guess. For the second one, this is used for the first one, that is used for the second one. This is wrong. What should we do then? Titan and Guess are excellent words. This means here it must refer to only this, and this must refer to the first one. This must always refer to the last mentioned one, and that must mention the should refer to the first mentioned one. That must be used for this one. So, but here it is used, otherwise, that's why that's wrong. Titan and Guess are excellent watches. This means Guess is more expensive than that. So, in this way, this is 12th rule is also there. Please don't get confused. Yes, once again you watch this slide, and so that you can understand the rule. Okay, please. Okay, and dear students and test takers, with this I conclude my video, part 1. And remember, 3 more parts are going to be uploaded very shortly. This is the part 1. Please, they are all important. Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Very, very important from your competitive examinations point of view. And therefore, I request all of you to watch them without fail. And if possible, please share these videos with your near and dear ones. And you are simply watching these videos, but you are not subscribing to my channel. Please consider subscribing to my channel. And with the second part of the video, I'll be back to you again. Until then, bye. See you all. Right.